Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace controlled. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build. Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name is Pat Wilkinson. Up in the booth, Joining me tonight are the voices inside my head alongside my good friends, myself and I, as we rejoin the Dutch's Dirty Dozen here at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway, for 175 laps of green flag action out here tonight in the beautiful state of Iowa. The only state where one of the top 10 things to do is to go take selfies in front of the giant neon Travelers Insurance umbrella from the top of a parking garage in Des Moines. Ask me how I know that. Disclaimer tonight as well, in case the broadcast is a bit crap. I did have quite the severe accident at work yesterday. I am okay, but I have a black eye, a twisted knee, and twisted ankle, which I have been fighting for the past 2 days. But we are doing much better today than I was yesterday when all this kind of happened. So I am okay now, don't worry. But in case everything on the broadcast side of things is a bit, not quite up to standard, I am okay, but now at least you all know why. 86 degrees in the air on this very short, just shorter than a mile, oval here at Newton, Iowa. 86 degrees in the air, 110 on the track. It's come down throughout the session, thankfully. It was at 127 when we got started. 5 degrees wind, or 5 mile an hour wind from the south. Rolling around with Hunter Johnson as he pulls off the racetrack. Number 6 of Ethan Workman will jump over to now with 4 minutes to go here in practice. We continue on racing at the moment. A lot of good cars out here tonight. A couple substitutes as well. 11th race of the series with 2 to go. You can't win the championship, but you can sure lose it out here tonight. Tight points battle for the lead as Kyler McCarthy narrowly, has the lead over Ryan Apt and Brian Burchett. Will Chris Essery make it 3 in a row to take the points lead out here tonight? Stage points for the top 10 at the end of stage number 1. Stage will be over at lap 75, coming to lap 76. 3 minutes to go in practice. Pits are closed with 2 laps to go before the end of stage number 1. A lot of good cars out here tonight. New driver as well, substituting in for the 5 of Ryan Apt. Toll Owen in the number 5, Driven Sunglasses Chevrolet out here tonight, really trying to put on a good show. Currently down in 15th. Again, a very hot racing surface, and these narrow profile Goodyear tires not exactly built for these kind of racetracks, as we have seen multiple times, with the tires just falling off very fast and very hard. We'll have to see how tire will wear into the race results out here tonight. Apparently it's all still a bit foggy. Apologies for that. 54 of Brian Burchett backwards on the front stretch, getting towed on down to pit road. Well, actually sliding through the grass in the Infield of Dreams, now returning to pit road. Chris Hill down in 12th in the number 23 Tier 1 setup shop Hidden Toyota Camry. Built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water-resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We partnered with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all for joining us out here tonight. Again, I'm going to do the best I can to make this fun and interesting for everybody watching at home. However many of you there are. Currently, there are 3 of you up on the stream, so thank you all for turning out tonight. Appreciate it. With 1.5 minutes left to go in practice. Go on down to Wesley Tribble in the 02 Dollar General Chevrolet. A lot of good cars. A lot of great looking cars out here tonight. My best time is down in 25th. Not exactly confidence inspiring. Of course, I'm not driving, but, the thought that counts. Ace Campbell saying, what size MC do I run? I do not know. what that means. So, you are on your own, my friend. What size MC do I run? I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. And folks, this is going to be a great night of racing out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams. Just coming down to 15 seconds left to go here in practice. Sorry, I'm just checking my task manager, proving to have some CPU usage. Double checking my fans and everything, making sure we're okay on that front. So we head over into qualifying. Reese Cloudis, the first car into pit road. Pulling out to the end of it now. In the Culver is number 9. There we go. Sun's starting to come down out here tonight. Let's see if that helps out. Bringing the track temperature down to 92 degrees, 85 degrees in the air. Reese Cloudis around through turns 3 and 4, really starting to wind up this Chevrolet number 9, passed right up against the wall for the restart zone. Green flag is out. We are racing here for the number 9 in his first flying laps out here tonight. Down to the bottom of turns 1 and 2, running all the way up, dipping those right-hand tires, onto the freshly repaved asphalt off the exit of turn 2, looking to probably do the same thing off of turns 3 and 4. Nice and down to the bottom, holding it right there on that top line, right around through the tri-oval and back down into turns 1 and 2. Reese Cloudis with a 22.927 to beat out here tonight. Jordan Wagner with a 23.244. Ace Campbell with a 23.754. Austin Alexa with a 22.631. Buzz Seal with a 22.762. Reese Cloudis 22.558. What a run for Reese Cloudis as qualifying comes to an end for him in the number 9. Jump on over to Hunter Johnson in the number 48 Chevrolet. Red, white, and blue Dude Wipes machine. Apologies if you hear me texting. I'm letting the family know I am okay. I did have quite the medical episode yesterday, but I am okay. For all of the fans back home, watching wherever you're from, I am okay. That's what I want to assure everyone. So, I appreciate anybody looking out for me. I still am, at the whopping age of 24, the baby of the family. 48 of Hunter Johnson, up to third on that first run, and will hold it. 22.659 out here tonight. What a run from him. Justin Williamson in the number 14. In the Mobile 1, I believe this is a Tony Stewart-inspired paint job. Williamson on his first flying lap up towards the top of the restart zone, right up against the wall, back across the start-finish line. Justin Williamson will do no time. First lap invalidated. His entire qualifying invalidated as he brings it down to a halt on the bottom of the racetrack. Brian Burchett up to fourth at the moment, 69 of Shane Morris out here tonight, just rolling through turns 3 and 4. Back on around now, trying to keep that speed up in the number 69. Mountain Dew, I believe this is a graffiti paint job. Across the start-finish line. No time set. Bringing it up back on around, holding it a bit high off the bottom of the racetrack. Ooh, might have hit the wall there, and that may be his qualifying run over too. Bringing it to a nice slow roll across the start-finish line. And holding it up against the wall, that is his qualifying run over. 88 of Parker Parrish, 23 of Chris Hill onto the racetrack now. Let's go on over to the 88. Hidden Chevrolet. Chris Hill in the number 23 Toyota, also out on track and pulling it back down pit road. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 we go. Chris Hill still aiming to set a time out here tonight. Parker Parrish right up against the wall, diving down a little bit here. 88 will set a time up for 4th place at the moment, 22:6:48. Let's see what he can do on this second flying lap out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway, the fastest short track on the planet. Right up against the wall, scraping the wall and losing it off of turn 4. That's his qualifying run over. 22:6:48, excuse me, to beat out here tonight. Chris Hill in the 23 Toyota. Already up to 6 with a 22:870. Backing on around through turns 3 and 4. 91 of Michael Kurzdilak up to 22:530, up to 2nd place. Chris Hill improves again, 22:649. Just by the skin of his teeth, Parker Parrish holding 5th place at the moment after the might of Michael Kurzdilak sets a 2nd place time as he goes across the start-finish line again. Will he improve? No, he will not. 22:530 for Michael Kurzdilak. Jason Olsen in the number 15 Casey's Toyota. Headed on out through turns 3 and 4, nice and high off of turn 4. Very tight on the nose. You can see there, that car hooked left as we came through the trial. We'll back around into turns 3 and 4. This is a custom fixed setup league. But there is small adjustment that you can make to these next-gen cars. Not a lot, but there is a little. Back around through turns 3 and 4 to cross the start-finish line. Opening lap for Jason Olsen puts him up in 8th at the moment. Jacob Williams, Garrett Turk also out on the track. Ace Campbell down in 11th still. Not a great run for him. Hopefully, he'll have some better luck throughout the race. Jason Olsen back around through turns 3 and 4 and spins it out as well. Off of turn 4, coming back around to the start-finish line. Seems to be a point of trouble for everybody out here tonight. Jacob Williams in the 77 coming back on around, puts himself up to 10th at the moment. Garrett's the game. Looking. Whoa, 77 backwards off of turn 2. 46 Quick Trip Toyota Camry. Off of turns 3 and 4. Let's see what he can do. Right up against the wall, past the restart zone. 46 around the bottom now, trying to keep it a little bit higher off of the apron and the white line, which has been proving to be very difficult out here tonight for a lot of good drivers. 46, still about half a lane up off the bottom. Running through that fresh repave area on the top, right up against the wall, through turns 3 and 4 as my timesheet fails, naturally. Puts himself up to 9th at the moment. Garrett's the game in the Quick Trip 46 Toyota Camry. Ace Campbell saying, you know how it goes with me, lol. Yes, unfortunately I do. Believe me, it's not your talent, buddy. You're definitely, it's learning. This is I don't care what anybody says. The next-gen car is one of the hardest cars to learn. Because there is no play in these tires. There is no grip anywhere in them. These cars were built for super speedway racing. That's it. You cannot convince me they were built to do anything else. As Garrett Zagame moves up to 4th at the moment. A lot of good drivers still yet to qualify, as Garrett Zagame holds himself on the bottom of the racetrack. Excuse me. For all those playing at home, yes, that is the former Hartford Whalers goal horn as my notification sound on my iPad, because I do have my iPad right here. So I've got 4 screens of shit going on. Since there's nobody on the track, let's take you out for a lap here at the Infield of Dreams. Not that I'm racing, of course, but it doesn't hurt to show what we're doing out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. We pull off of pit road here. Nice and long roll off of pit road, past the exit cone. Winding this thing up to 3rd and into 4th gear. Letting off nice and early. Staying about a lane up. Letting the car roll on out. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air for me out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams. Holding it right up against the wall. Car twitching very badly through the high side into the entry of turns 1 and 2. Trying to keep it on the throttle. Being gentle on it. Rolling back on as we charge down the backstretch. I'm already a 1/3 of a second up on my best time. Braking a little bit too late there. Holding it right up against the top of the repave and sliding up into the wall. That's my lap gone. I can hold it off. Nope, I'm going to slide past the start-finish line. Oh, no, I didn't. I saved it at the last second. We're good. So we get at least one more go out here tonight. Let's give it another shot. Do the best I can for attempt number 2. See what I can set for a qualifying time. Not that I'm looking to actually qualify, of course, but hey, bragging rights are there. Ethan Workman also joining the racetrack at the moment. Again, holding 4th gear seems to be the sweet spot for everybody out here tonight. 5th gear just an overdrive at this point. Charging down into turn 1, a little bit heavy on the throttle, trying to roll it down further this time, keeping on the throttle off of turn 2, running it right against the wall. Here we go, back down into turn 3. Braking a little bit nicer this time, right down to the bottom. Really picking up some speed here. Got to keep it off the wall, and I don't. And that's my run over. No time for me. Not exactly a surprise. Ethan Workman up to 6th at the moment. Oh. I hate how that does that. Jacqueline Hill. That's an interesting name. Jacqueline Hilddeath. Hilddeath. Okay. Interesting one. Saying, let's go 23. That is the 23 of... Where's the 23? Chris Hill. Philip Chavez up to 9th. Wesley Tribble Phil Chavez in 8th, excuse me. Wesley Tribble into 9th. Ethan Workman on the pole. I just realized that. Apologies. Bryson Archer in the 3M26. Out here tonight, setting some good laps. David Hara in the 29, also out on the racetrack finally. One of the RSR machines out here tonight. Kyler McCarthy and Chris Essery also out on the racetrack. Let's see what these guys have to offer. Again, Toll Owen, Justin Williamson, Shane Morris, Slade Wigner, Dominic Billings, and Zach Alexa with no time yet. David Hara up to 14th at the moment. As qualifying comes to a close out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. David Hara trying desperately to get back around to the start-finish line. Will set a time and puts himself up to 2nd with a fantastic run through the high side of turns 1 and 2. He rolls as he brings that car nice and down to a gentle stop. 24, Kyler McCarthy. Oh, that's right, because I already set a time. It automatically sets the thing to white flag. Don't worry about that. I'm a bit of a dummy. Chris Essery robbing Ethan Workman, excuse me. Apparently, I'm still kind of screwed up here. Ethan Workman down to second. Chris Essery up to first. Kyler McCarthy holding 18th. Toll Owen in the Driven Sunglasses number 5, excuse me, up to 9th for his first qualifying lap out here tonight. Rolling around through turn 2 and down the backstretch we go. Not sure why it flipped to turn 2 camera there. 5 back through turns 3 and 4. Running it right up to the high side. Keeping that momentum rolling. And across the start-finish line puts himself up to 5th in the number 5 machine out here tonight. What a run for Toll Owen. Not sure how much longer we have left in qualifying. I'm assuming not long, as it is 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm assuming qualifying will be over momentarily. If I can... Hang on, where's my mouse? There we go. Yep, 5 seconds left in qualifying, so nobody else will be setting a time. Chris Essery, Ethan Workman, David Hara, your top 3 out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams as the sun is out, rendering everyone's progress worthless in terms of overall position. Chris Essery, Ethan Workman, David Hara, Brian Burchett, Toll Owen, Garrett Turk, Michael Kurjulak, Garrett Zagame, excuse me. Reese Cloudist, Austin Alexa, Philip Chavez, Wesley Tribble, Bryson Archer, Parker Parrish, Chris Hill, Hunter Johnson, Jason Olson, Jacob Williams, Kyler McCarthy, Jordan Wagner, Fuzz Seeley, Ace Campbell, Slade Wagner, Dominic Billings, Zach Alexa, Shane Morris, and Justin Williamson down in 27th out here tonight. Plenty of great racing ready to happen out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams. Waiting for everyone to join up and get ready to race. Dominic Billings getting an EOL penalty before we go green. Maybe for something after last week's race. Kyler McCarthy also with an EOL penalty, as we are just seeing now. Okay. We are ready to race out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams. Chris Essery will be leading us off of pit road in the number 21. Apparently I am having GPU issues again. Probably NVIDIA saying, "Oh, you didn't update me immediately, so now I'm just gonna crash." Or at least be very slow and painful for you now. For no other reason than it wants to. Which is only but too typical at this point. Everybody getting settled in. 21 of Chris Essery. 6 of Ethan Workman. 29 of David Hara. 54 of Brian Burchett. Michael Kurjulak, Garrett Turk, Reese Cloudis, Garrett Zagame, Philip Chavez, Bryson Archer, Austin Alexa, Wesley Tribble, Chris Hill, Parker Parrish, Jason Olson, Hunter Johnson, Jacob Williams, Fuzz Seeley, Slade Wagner, Jordan Wagner, Zach Alexa, Ace Campbell, Dominic Billings, Shane Morris, Justin Williamson, Kyler McCarthy, Toll Owen having a connection issue and jumping to pit road. Not the way he wanted to start this race out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams as we get ready to go racing out here tonight. This time by Pace Cars, lights are off. We are ready to get underway here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Back around into turns 3 and 4 we go. Pace car getting ready to dive on down pit road this time. There it goes now. 21 of Chris Essery on the point for the start of the race. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Iowa Speedway. Charging down into turns 1 and 2. 21 and the 6 side by side down through turns 1 and 2 we go. Outside line did not get the start they wanted. Everybody stacked up early on. Charging off of turn 2, 6 of Ethan Workman up to lead already off of turn 3 and into turn 4 we go. Trying to block the 21 off of turn 4 now, a little bit loose there. We continue on. 46 of Garrett Zagame with some kind of trouble out here tonight. He is stuck on the high side with no speed at the moment. He is really struggling to get that 46 Quick Trip Toyota Camry up to speed as he bangs into the wall. 02 Wesley Tribble, 48 of Hunter Johnson, trying to get on by. Still stuck right up against the high side. 02 slamming into the wall. Reese Cloudis falling back. Oh, Reese Cloudis spun, but we are still green flag at the moment. Very unfortunate way to get started, but we are still racing out here tonight at Iowa. 3 of 175 out here tonight. 6 of Ethan Workman. 21 of Essery. 29 of Hera. Michael Kurgelak up to 4th. Garrett Turk up in 5th. Brian Burchett up to 6th at the moment, or down to 6th, I should say, at the moment, 27 of Philip Chavez. Also running some good times out here tonight. Plenty of action ready to happen. Toll Owen out on the racetrack after a missed start, but he is back on the lead lap out here tonight, which is good for him. Let's start jumping down into the field a little bit more. Let's go on down to Slade Wigner in the number 3. Down through the trial we go past the start-finish line. Start of lap 6. 40 of Zach Alexa ahead of him. 88 of Parker Parrish right there as well. Number 3, Premier Chevrolet. Trying to run down the number 40, Traveler's Whiskey in the 88 Hidden Machine. 46 of Garrett Zagame. Really struggling to get this car underway tonight. He has dropped down 6 from where he started. Reese Cloudis down in 9th, down in 27th. Toll Owen down in 26th. Jacob Williams down in 25th at the moment, trying to challenge Buzz Seeley for 24th. We continue on racing out here tonight here at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. Hopefully the stream is coming through nicely on your end, because I can't tell. I have my task manager open, trying to make sure that everything is running smoothly out here tonight. Jump on up to Wesley Tribble in the 02. Good lineup of cars ahead of him as we continue on racing out here tonight. 02 of Wesley Tribble blocking the 88 down through the start-finish straight. Into turn 1 we go. Trying to run down the 46 of Garrett Zagame just ahead of him. 88 and the 40 all over his bumper though, trying to keep that momentum going. 3 of Slade Wigner falling back a little bit. 89 of Dominic Billings right there with him, looking to go for the overtake. Out here tonight in the Dutch's Dirty Dozen, Tier 1 setup shops and hidden number 89. Jump on up to Brian Burchett in the number 54, leading the 26 and the 15 around the racetrack. 23, of Chris Hill just ahead of them. Continuing back on around past the start-finish line. We're making some good speed out here tonight. 10 laps completed of 175. 10 of 75 in stage number 1. Michael Kurgelak will go on over to now in the number 91. Let's actually go straight on to the hidden in-car cam. Oop, I also just realized I've had the wrong sponsors up the entire night. My apologies. I've had the wrong sponsorship cards on the bottom right. Ignore that. Oops. My apologies. I was not aiming to do that on purpose. This is the 91 of Michael Kerjelak at the moment. Really running the hell out of this number 91 Toyota out here tonight, trying to run down David Hara, Chris Essery, and Ethan Workman ahead of him. Garrett Turk, Philip Chavez, and Chris Hill behind. Running this baby all the way up through the gears, trying to pick up some extra speed out here tonight. Back around into turns 1 and 2 we go. Let's go on over to Bryson Archer in the number 26. 3M Chevrolet. Under pressure from the 48 and the 46 behind. 26 of Bryson Archer trying to hold off Hunter Johnson and Garrett Zagame out here tonight, right up against the wall. 46 of Zagame looking to go past the 48. We charge down into turn 1 we go again. There we go. Waiting for the camera to trip over. Come on. Justin Williamson already down pit road, down in 14th at the moment. Not the start he wanted. Ethan Workman putting him a lap down early on. Workman with a hell of a lap out here tonight so far. He is really running the hell out of this number 6 driven sunglasses machine. Justin Williamson all the way down to the end of the field. Not sure why the timesheet decided to roll over, but we are still green. Back around through turns 1 and 2 we go. Ethan Workman, Chris Essery, David Herrick, Michael Kerjelak, Garrett Turk, Philip Chavez, Chris Hill, Brian Burchett, Jason Olson, and Garrett Zagame rounding out your top 10. Let's go on over to Austin Alexa in the number 13 Liquid Death Chevrolet. Zach Alexa in the number 40 directly behind him. Both Alexas looking to go and make some teamwork magic happen out here tonight, I believe. Trying to work their way past the mighty Wesley Tribble in the 0-2. Putting a good show of it at the moment. In the 0-2 Dollar General Duzen Chevrolet. A little bit of gyro cam there for just a moment as we go up to the top of the Spotters Tower out here tonight. 13 and the 40 running each other all over the racetrack here. These two want to work together rather than fight each other out here tonight. I'm getting really tired of mixed cam just being TV3. So we'll jump over to TV2 for a minute and teach it a lesson. Jump on over to Kyler McCarthy, getting a bit of a arrow block from the 88 and the 89. Whoa, 3 up into the wall, getting a little bit sideways there. Managed to keep it straight. Continuing back on around. Still green flag, just about a third of the way into stage number 1 out here tonight. Apologies, I'm working on some stuff here. It's all good. Trying to deal with some stuff here on my side. 26 of 75 this time by. Ethan Workman still leading the way under pressure from the 21, though. 32 of Fuzz Seeley off of pit road. Joining Justin Williamson down a few laps out here tonight. Chris Essery making a beautiful pass off of turn 3 into turn 4 and managing to get past Ethan Workman once again out here tonight. Could be improved a little. There. Sorry, I'm again just having some CPU issues on my side, and it's like I want to make sure we're all set. As we continue on racing out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway, Ace Campbell down pit road and back on out. We jump on down over to Jacob Williams in the number 77. Second to last car on the lead lap. Reese Cloudus right behind him, the last car on the lead lap at the moment. A lot of good cars really struggling tonight out here at Iowa Speedway. Very unusual for a lot of these good cars out here tonight be struggling on these short tracks. A lot of these guys are very, very good at these places. So it's definitely surprising when it does happen to see it anyway. Reese Cloudus trying to run down the 77. Toll Owen in the number 5, working his way back up through the field. Getting past Parker Parrish, stuck on the high side. 69 of Shane Morris right there below him in the Mountain Dew number 69. Whoa, we got trouble. 728's up into the wall. Big one into turn 1. Caution is out. Full-on Beyblade out here tonight, rolling across the track. Almost taking out the 77 and a few others there. Let's take another look at it. Spins it out off of the tri-oval. Trying to stay out of the way on the bottom of the racetrack. Hits the bumps on the bottom. Cold Goodyear tires, just couldn't handle it. 569 and the 88 all hit him. He can't get the car to slow down as he rolls down the hill. Huge damage for the 728 off of turn 1, and through the tri-oval, bringing everybody under caution. And a whole slew of cars down pit road. Philip Chavez, the only car staying out so far. Yep, everybody down pit road except for Justin Williamson and Fuzz Seeley at the moment. Both are 2 laps down out here tonight. Very unfortunate for our friend Ace Campbell. Not the way you want to start a race out here tonight, but I'm amazed we went as far as we did on green flag. 32 of Fuzz Seeley getting the lucky dog and put back out a lap. Going to be down 1 lap now. Let's see if we can get Ace Campbell in here. Ace Campbell, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
Hey, how are you doing?
Well, I was going to say better than you. Then again, I remember my day yesterday, so.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I came in for a pit stop early. I was slipping from everywhere, and I knew I was about to go a lap down anyway, so I went ahead and pulled it in. Started picking up a little bit of time, and felt like I was doing good. I was trying to stay out of everybody's way, come across start-finish line, and hit a bump out of nowhere, and the car just shot left, and I couldn't keep it under.
Well, hey, definitely happens, and again, the very rough surface of a very old Iowa Speedway will do that out here tonight. Very unfortunate. But hey, there's still plenty of time. Yeah, you're down in 27th, but you never know.
Yep, as long as I can get it fixed here in the next little bit. It might tell me that it's too much, but if I can get it fixed, I'll get back out on the track for sure and at least make a couple laps.
Well, let's hope so, my friend. Get back out there and best of luck to you. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go green again?
Thank you for the sponsorship from Dubby. Thank you for the wrap. Thank you for Matt, my crew chief. Hate that we cut it short a little bit here, but hopefully we'll get back out there and at least make some laps.
Couldn't put it better myself. Thanks for joining us once again. Pace Car's lights are off. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, sir.
Pace Car's lights are off. We are ready to go racing once again out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. Let's take another quick look at the weather out here tonight. Track temperature is 123 degrees, 84 in the air, not making this easy for anybody out here tonight. 5-mile-an-hour wind from the east, also making it a bit of a unique challenge. 27 of Philip Chavez in the RSR machine, 21 of Chris Essery, two teammates side by side. That is also the 29 of David Hara right there alongside him, 6 of Ethan Workman, 07 of Garrett Turk right here as well, 91 of Michael Kurjulak, 4 RSR cars in the front group of this pack. Whoa, we're green, and the 6 immediately has a problem off the start. That car hooked hard left. Already stuck 3 wide on the bottom, almost 4 wide action behind. We charged through turns 1 and 2, 728 off of pit road, but definitely keeping it down there, trying to let the whole field go on by first. 21 of Chris Essery leading the way. Essery, Hara, Kurjulak, Turk, and Hill running out the field out here tonight. As the caution's back in the air, Garrett's a game with a problem. Backwards in the grass off of the start-finish straight. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh, got jacked by the 24 a little bit there. 6 got involved. Ethan Workman, very unfortunate. Managed to get it back off, but with a good bit of damage now. So let's take another quick look here. So what really happened? So this is... Alright, so we want to be on board with the 24 of Kyler McCarthy. We'll go over to chase cam. We'll go quarter speed. 46 sliding up across. Not sure if he got loose or what. 24 might have given him a bit of a punt there. Definitely did. Might have been a bit of a netcode assist as well. Clobbers the 6. 15 gets his door scraped by him. 02 of Wesley Treble, nowhere to go, gets his nose punted in. The 60, the 69 managed to get around it as well. What a save from everybody else out here tonight. 46. All things considered, not too badly damaged by the looks of things. Ethan Workman, Philip Chavez, Wesley Tribble, Parker Parrish, Kyler McCarthy, Reese Cloudis, and Toll Owen down pit road. Slade Wagner and Austin Alexa looking to get back out onto the lead lap. Fuzz Seeley with a wave around once again will be back on the lead lap out here tonight. Let's see if we can find anybody out here. Let's see if we can get Ethan Workman in here for a minute. Ethan Workman, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me?
I got a copy.
Ethan, I imagine that is not how you wanted your race to be going out here tonight. But hey, still plenty of time to get back into it. Want to talk us through what happened there?
Yeah, got I believe that was a 27. I don't know who it was. Got on the throttle too much on the restart behind him, got loose, and then 3 and 4, he was just in the middle of the track. I had nowhere to go and held the middle lane, and I think the 46 got loose on my outside and turned down into me, but had to use my fast repair, so just going to make my way up to the front from here.
Well, hey, I know you've done it before, so I think you can do it again. Best of luck to you out here for the rest of the night, my friend. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go on?
I could definitely make it back my way up to the front. just a matter of time. We still have over 100 laps to go.
Yes, we certainly do. Best of luck to you out there in that number 6 driven sunglasses machine.
Thank you.
6 of Ethan Workman there, having led 26 laps so far out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway, as we get settled back in and ready to race. Once again, a good number of RSR cars, 4 RSR cars I can count. 21, 29, 91, your top 3 all RSR machines. Then the 54 as well, apologies. Garrett Turk in the 07 in the Group 1001. 07 Chevrolet also out here tonight. That is a good color scheme. That reminds me of our Tier 1 setup shop color scheme. The orange, the battleship blue-gray, and the teal on the bottom of the fenders. That is a sharp look. As we come back around, green flag back in the air. We are racing once again out here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Charging down into turns 1 and 2 we go. 21 leading the way already once again. 29, 51, or 91, excuse me. Right there behind him, top 3, all RSR machine Chevrolets. Well, actually, no, they're not. It's a Ford, a Chevy, and a Toyota. I didn't even realize that. I thought they were all running team cars as Chevrolets. My mistake. 21 of Chris Hessery in the Ford Mustang. 29 of David Hara in the Chevrolet. And Michael Kurjdalak in the number 91 Toyota Camry. As the 54 of Brian Burchett, another RSR machine, Chevrolet in the 54, comes up around to the high side. 4 RSR cars leading the way out here tonight, trying to dominate out here tonight at Iowa Speedway, the Infield of Dreams, coming shortly around to 2/3 of the way into stage number 1. Still about 180 laps to go out here tonight at Iowa Speedway. No, that's not the right number. 130. That's the one. I can do math. I'm an intelligent human. 54 of Brian Burchett running a little bit higher than everybody else. Seeming to get that extra rotation at a little bit higher speed. Working out for him out here tonight so far. We continue on around. 07 of Garrett Turk trying to take notes of that and get back up into this top 5 out here tonight at the moment. Right alongside the 23 of Chris Hill in the Hidden number 23. Built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We partnered with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all for joining us out here tonight, however many of you there are. Currently an estimate of 14 according to YouTube. Not super active in the chat, but appreciate you all turning up regardless. 2 laps to just about 2/3 of the way into stage number 1. And folks, we appreciate you all joining us out here tonight. Let's go on down to Dominic Billings in the number 89 Dutch's Dirty Dozen Tier 1 Setup Shop, and Hidden number 89 Toyota Camry. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 we go. Billings under pressure from the 6 of Ethan Workman. Working his way up into a good place at the moment. He's a big mover at the moment, up 11 places from where he started. Currently in 13th at the moment. 50 of 75, 25 laps to go in stage number 1. Toll Owen down in 25th, last car on the lead lap. 14 seconds behind the leader. Justin Williamson down 2, Ace Campbell down 6. Very unfortunate way for these guys to be having a night out here tonight. Seeing the hearts in chat, appreciate that very much for all of you guys and girls and everyone in between. If that's what you do. I don't know anymore. It's 2026. I can't just say that anymore. It's fine. We're doing it live? We're doing it live. Okay. 52-75. Let's go on down into the field a little bit more. Let's go on over to Reese Cloudis in the Culver's number 9 Chevrolet. Down in 18th, not having a great night so far, but still plenty of time left to go. Again, tire strategy and overall race pace are going to be two very different things. Trying to keep your car together, running the fuel as far as you can and as minimal as you can. Save whatever is possible for the later part of this race. You're going to need every ounce of fuel and every spare tire that you can keep out here tonight at Iowa Speedway. I do not know currently if dynamic weather is on or not. I'm assuming it might be. This hot racing surface is definitely not helping anybody's tires out here tonight. These Goodyear Eagles getting absolutely shredded. As you can see, the 77 starting to run up higher off of turn 2 and down the backstretch we go. 77 of Jacob Williams slowly reeling in Reese Cloudis. Wesley Tribble in the 0-2, not too much farther behind. He continues on racing. 46 of Garrett Zagame. Starting to remember where his pace is at the moment in the number 46 Toyota Camry out here tonight. Really starting to pick up the pace at the moment. Still down in 16th and down 8 from where he started. But still plenty of time to go out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway, as we roll off of turn 4 as he's trying to run down Shane Morris and Slade Wagner and Dominic Billings ahead of him in the 69, 3, and the 89. Bryson Archer in the 26 as well. Bugsy, 3811, saying, let's go Chris Essery, currently in second place. And Philip Chavez, currently, Philip is, where is Philip? Philip Chavez currently down in 17th. That's where he is, I just saw that. Jumping back a little bit further up, let's go on up to Hunter Johnson in 48. Dude Wipes Chevrolet. Very chrome paint job on that car. Nothing wrong with that, but definitely a unique look in my opinion. Not saying that's a bad thing or any of that stuff. Just simple gloss would have worked in my opinion. Because I do a little bit of paint jobs myself from time to time, and I like being extra. 48 of Hunter Johnson, not doing too bad tonight though. He's up 7 from where he started, currently running 9th at the Infield of Dreams as we come down towards 15 laps to go in stage number 1. Again folks, top 10 will be getting points for stage 1. Stage N will be coming to lap 76. Whoop! What has happened to Fuzz Seeley? Stuck at the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get rolling once again out here tonight. He's put a lap down. Huge damage to the front right of that race car. Not sure what happened there. And according to YouTube, everybody just logged off for some reason on the stream. So hopefully that comes back a little bit here. Fuzz Seeley down pit road with Toll Owen and Justin Williamson. Chris Essery still leading the way at the moment. 23 of Chris Hill trying to fend off the 29 and the 91 behind him. Chris Hill up 13 from where he started, riding up right up against the wall, scraping off it a little bit there. We continue back on around into turns 1 and 2, excuse me. Trying to split up this RSR team pack at the moment. Chris Hill doing the best he can, just can't quite make it happen. 29 of David Hara sliding down to the bottom of the racetrack over the bumps. Be a little bit careful with that. We saw earlier that is what took out Ace Campbell early on here tonight, as he is still right on the bumper of the 23 just ahead of him. 23 running about a lane up. 29 can't quite stick his nose down there to make the move happen. Doing the best he can, though, out here tonight. to get back up to second place. Zach Alexa, currently the most improved car on track in the Traveler's Whiskey number 40 Chevrolet, up 18 from where he started at the moment. Doing a great job as he's racing in 7th place. What a run for this number 40. Jason Olson, also a decent mover out here tonight. He is up 9 from where he started in the number 15 Casey's Toyota Camry. Fuzz Seeley down pit road still. Parker Parrish, last car on the lead lap in the hidden Chevrolet number 88 with a lot of damage at the moment. Not sure what happened to him, but a huge amount of damage. With 11 laps to go in stage number 1, Chris Essery leading the way to put Parker Parrish a lap down. Back on around through turns 1 and 2. 10 laps to go for Chris Essery. David Hera sliding up wide through turns 3 and 4, trying not to cut off his teammate Michael Kurdzilak in the number 91 behind him. Garrett Turk not too far behind with Brian Burchett hot on his heels. Zach Alexa racing past our cameras. Jason Olson, Ethan Workman right ahead. Whoa, we got smoke! Someone has got smoke down the backstretch. Don't know who that was. I just saw a plume of smoke. Not sure if that was someone locking up the brake or what. But I did see smoke somewhere along the way. It's like, oh, somebody crashed. Nope, nothing on the timesheet. We're all good. Still green flag with 8 laps to go. 21 being let by the 88. Parker Parrish now lap down. Bryson Archer going down pit road. Slade Wagner in the Peterbilt Premier number 3 Chevrolet, running the classic Dale Earnhardt Sr. colors from the original Monte Carlo days when he was in that beautiful yellow and blue machine. Seven laps to go in stage number 1. Plenty of great racing happening out here tonight. 60 Kroger machine of Jordan Wagner in the number 40. Or in the number 64. Double flag called him the number 40. My apologies. Lights are on, but they're a bit dim these days, eh? Coming down towards 5 laps to go. 60 of Jordan Wagner, currently in 11th. Running a pretty good race as well. A lot of good guys in this midfield are having a great night out here tonight. A lot of these RSR guys dominating the field so far, but still plenty of time here at the Infield of the Great Iowa Speedway. It's not going to go perfectly for everybody out here tonight, that is definitely for sure. Question is, how long will these guys be able to make it work, though? 27 of Philip Chavez stuck behind this 3 and the 60 at the moment. Coming down to 4 laps to go, Bryson Archer getting towed back to pit road. Let's take a look at what happened here. 26 just bringing it to a stop in pit road. Very interesting problem. Not sure if he had a tech issue that he had to stay down pit road for. Chris Essery still leading the way, coming down to 3 laps to go here in stage number 1. Let's go back on board to Gyrocam for these last few laps. Head towards the stage caution. Running right behind the 24, Kyler McCarthy, looking to put him a lap down out here tonight. Here at Iowa Speedway, continuing back on around. Kyler McCarthy letting him by, rolling back onto the power right against the wall. Back down into turns 1 and 2. 2 laps to go for stage number 1 out here tonight. We have a caution that will be the stage caution. Down into turns 3 and 4 we go. Going to be green and white checkered flag this time by for Chris Essery. And stage number 1 as we roll back around through turns 1 and 2 again. Into turns 3 and 4 we go. Chris Essery running a heck of a race out here tonight. Right up against the wall once again. Cross the start-finish line. That is stage number 1 over. out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. Chris Essery, Michael Kerchalek, Garrett Turk, David Hara, Brian Burchett, Chris Hill, Ethan Workman, Zach Alexa, Philip Chavez, and Jason Olson all getting points for the stage out here tonight. What a run from Chris Essery, leading 34 of the last 75 laps that we have been green flag action out here tonight. What a run from this number 21 machine. And again, TV3 is all I'm getting on the TV mixed camera. Thanks, game. Let's see who we can get in here. Let's see if we can get Chris Essery in here. Chris Essery, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
I got you.
Chris, one heck of a run there for stage number 1, winning the stage at the end of these first 75 laps. Talk us through what the plan is at this point with a final 100 laps to go out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams.
You know what? We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We're saving tires. No one else seems to be wanting to save them, so we're going to save them, be fast at the end, and hopefully we can get another W.
Best of luck to you out there tonight, my friend. Congratulations on the stage number 1 win as you win the race off of pit road as well. Best of luck out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Make sure I put you back where you belong. There we go. Let's see who else we can get in here. Let's get Garrett Turk in here. 3rd place in stage number 1. Garrett Turk, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
Got you, brother.
Garrett, the only non-RSR car to be in the top 5 at the moment. One heck of a run for you. Congratulations out here tonight on stage number 1, finishing in 3rd. Talk us through some of that.
Yeah, it was all RSR in the beginning, but I think a couple guys got into it, and I just kind of stayed pace and was saving tires and ended up 3rd. So I think that's how each run will be. Just got to save as much as you can.
Oh, hey, one heck of a run for you out here tonight so far. 3rd caution in the air for stage number 1. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks for joining us up in the booth.
Thanks, Pat.
See who else we can get in here just to talk to for a little bit. Ace Campbell back up to 24th, starting to make some headway once again. Let's see who else we can get. We haven't talked to. Let's get Chris Hill in here. Chris Hill, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
Oh yeah.
Chris Hill currently in 6th place out here tonight, up 9 from where you started. Talk us through the game plan at the moment. What's kind of the thought?
I think there on that last run, getting ahead of those RSR cars, I kind of used up a little more tire than I wanted to, so we're probably going to take it easy and keep the tires underneath the car and see where we end up here towards the later stage of the run, and hopefully we can be up here towards the end.
Well, as the pace car's lights are off, we'll let you get back onto it. Best of luck out there tonight, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
23 of Chris Hill there. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing for these final 100 laps of green flag action out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. Back around into turns 3 and 4 we go. Pace car getting ready to dive on down this time. Pace car down pit road. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go for stage number 2. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We are racing once again here in Iowa. 95 laps to go, 81 of 175. My apologies for that. Ooh, yeah, my ankle is definitely the size of a baseball now. Wow, that hurts. Whew. 91 in the 07, having a good battle as we continue on through turns 3 and 4. 94 laps to go out here tonight as we continue on racing. Chris Essery leading the way. Bugsy here, 38-11, saying, way to go, Chris. Awesome job. Philip Chavez also back up to 7th at the moment. We'll actually jump over to Philip since we're thinking about that. Haven't been on board with him much tonight. In the number 27, I believe this is a 7-Eleven inspired paint scheme. Continuing back on around through into turns 1 and 2. A lot of good racing happening so far out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. Yes, I know I call every racetrack by their funny nicknames. Bristol is the Coliseum. This is the Infield of Dreams. Daytona's Daytona. Talladega is just hell. Continuing back on around though, Philip Chavez still in 7th at the moment, up 4 from where he started, running a great race so far. Chris Hill in the 23, up 9, a little bit further up the road. Jason Olson, Slade Wegner, up 9 and up 14, respectively. Zach Alexa up 15, tied with Shane Morris in the 69. Right there behind him, both of them are the big movers at the moment. Shane Morris falling behind Reese Cloudis for a second there. Continuing back on around into turns 3 and 4, coming down towards 90 laps to go. Let's go on down into the field once again. Let's go on over to Garrett's game in the 46. Definitely had a rough start out here tonight in the Quick Trip 46 Toyota Camry, but starting to figure it out here tonight. Currently down in 16th, slowly making his way back up into the field, scraping off the wall a little bit there. 89 Dominic Billings just ahead, 60 of Jordan Wagner. Back around through turns 3 and 4, past the restart zone and across the start-finish line. Plenty of racing action left to happen. Halfway into this race out here tonight, Iowa Speedway. This is some fantastic racing. Brought to you in part by Hidden, built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water-resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We even have zinc anti-odor technology built right into the fabric so you stay undetected for longer. We partnered with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camel pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com for more information. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Rafts, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all for joining us out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen at Iowa Speedway. We will be back on Sunday night with the Wild West Racing League for their 1987 Cups. 1987 Cup Series. Currently eludes me as to where they will be, but I know we'll be racing with them Monday. So, funny story. I'm not entirely sure what my plans are for Monday. Again, due to the incident I had the other day, I don't know what my life is looking like on Monday. I do know that I am back to night shifts this week. I don't know if they're going to need me late night like I've been expecting. I do know they need me on Wednesday to be my normal nighttime shift. So, at absolute best case scenario, Tuesday night is my final weeknight broadcast. Worst case scenario, it will be Monday night. Hopefully, it's the first of those two, but we can only wait and see at this point. They need me back at work on Tuesday all the way through to 10 p.m. Eastern. That's just going to be the way it's going to be. 728 of Ace Campbell stuck on the high side, trying to let everybody on by. Just could not get out of the way. Continuing back on around 92 of 175, 84 laps to go here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Jump on down to the 88 of Parker Parrish, really struggling to keep this car together out here tonight. Jacob Williams just rolling off a turn 2. A lot of good cars really struggling out here tonight. Toll Owen down a lap, Ace Campbell down 7. Caution in the air. We got trouble. Whoa! 6 of Ethan Workman backwards on the off of turn 2. Let's take a look at what happened here. 3 wide down the front stretch, got neck coated by the 60 and the 24. Into turn 1, excuse me. Managed to keep it up there in a plume of smoke. Number 60 trying to get it spun back around and aimed the right way as the 77 rolls on by. Not the way Ethan Workman wanted that to go. Let's see if we can find him. Ethan Workman, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
I got you.
Ethan, not the way you wanted this restart to go out here tonight, bringing out the 4th caution. Want to talk us through a little bit of that?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna stay green. I was max saving on tires, and then as soon as I catch people, like I let them go, and then as soon as I catch them, they want to race the crap out of me. I mean, I don't know if I came up into him or if he came down. I apologize if that was my fault, but come on, we're battling for 20th place.
In fairness, you are one of the fastest guys in the league, so I can understand why people kind of want to beat you. So, regardless, though, we'll let you get back to it. Best of luck out there for the rest of the night. Ethan Workman, one of the fastest guys on track in the Driven Sunglasses, number 6. There he goes. Sorry about that. Chris Essery still leading the way. Michael Kurgulak, Garrett Turk, David Harris, Slade Wigner. Slade Wigner up to 5th. What a great night he's having so far. Up 18 from where he started. In the number 3 Peterbilt Premier Chevrolet Camaro out here tonight. Jesus Saves written on the back bumper. Once again, getting some hearts in the YouTube chat. Appreciate that. We're starting to have the viewership climb once again, plateauing right about 14 people. Always a good time. Getting ready for the pace car to go and turn its lights off this time. My apologies, I'm a bit dim still. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again out here tonight at Iowa Speedway, the Infield of Dreams. 21, 91, 07, 29, 354. 27, 23, 40, 9, 69, 02, 46, 48, 77, 13, 15, 89, 88, 24, 66, all on the lead lap. Toll Owen and Ace Campbell both down at least one. Bryson Archer, Fuzz Seeley, and Justin Williamson all out of the race as we go back. Green flag is in the air. We are racing once again. Whoa, a lot of guys backwards. 3 is around. Oh no, 3 of Slade Wigner botched the start and is backwards in the infield, bringing the caution straight back out. Austin Alexa also involved. 29 of, who is that? 02, excuse me, of Wesley Tribble. Absolutely torpedoed back across the racetrack there and clobbered the 13. Nothing the 13 could do about it. Both of these guys spun the hell out of the tires on the restart. On this bottom line, 02 locks him up, but at that point it's already too late. Nothing he can do about it. 24 might have gotten into him as well. 6 maybe as well. We didn't even get to the start-finish line, guys. Come on. Back under caution once again. Apologies, folks. Just resting my voice here for a little bit while we have a little bit of time. 5th caution of the night here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Still behind the pace car. Back around into turns 3 and 4. Everyone trying to get ready to go racing once again out here tonight at Iowa Speedway, the Infield of Dreams. So far, everybody having a good night. A couple of cars not having a good night. Wesley Tribble down pit road. Ace Campbell, Bryson Archer, Fuzz Seeley, and Justin Williamson. Pace cars' lights are off this time by. We are ready to go racing once again. Let's hope we can get underway a little bit cleaner this time. Rolling off a turn 2, 91 of Michael Kurgelak on the point. Chris Essery, David Herrick, Garrett Turk, Brian Burchett, Philip Chavez, Zach Alexa, Shane Morris, Chris Hill, Reese Cloudis, Hunter Johnson, Garrett Zagame, Jacob Williams, Dominic Billings, Parker Parrish, Jason Olson, Ethan Workman, Jordan Wagner, Austin Alexa, Slade Wagner, Kyler McCarthy, Wesley Tribble, and Toll Owen. All on the lead lap. Pace car down pit road this time. We are ready to go racing. Through the restart zone we go. Green flag is out. 73 laps to go. Michael Kurgelak. We led the past 6 laps, most of which under caution, but still leading a few laps out here tonight regardless. Continuing back on around through turns 1 and 2. We are away clean this time. Continuing back on around down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 we go. Out here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Michael Kurgelak with 72 laps to go, leading the way. 07 of Garrett Clark looking to go up the inside. Whoa! Punts himself off the fender of Chris Essery there for a second. Where is my mouse? There it is. Jump on over to the battle for second at the moment. 07 of Garrett Turk running one hell of a lap out here tonight. Almost turning himself around on the 21 of Chris Essery there for just a moment. Managed to recover it. Still going strong out here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Up to second place, running a little bit higher around the racetrack as we continue on. Jumping down into the field a little bit more. Let's go on down to Shane Morris in the 69. Mountain Dew. American Dew. My apologies. American Dew. Chevrolet. .40 splitting the middle between the 23 and the 6, being a bit bold out here tonight. Get away from that through wide action, knowing it is not the smartest plan at the moment as we continue back on around through turns 1 and 2, excuse me. I keep forgetting where I am on the racetrack. That's normal though. Jump on down to Dominic Billings in the number 89. 24, 77, and the 88 all ahead. Parker Parrish starting to recover out here tonight in the number 88 hidden Chevrolet. Doing the best he can at the moment. Didn't realize driver detail was still on. My apologies. Coming down to 68 laps to go. Jump on down to Wesley Tribble in this small pack back here. 02 Dollar General machine leading the 48 of Hunter Johnson, 13 of Austin Alexa, and the 5 of Toll Owen out here tonight. Jump on up. Ethan Workman up to the lead now, out of nowhere. Ethan Workman with a huge set of speed here, and he is up to the lead, ahead of Michael Kirchlak, Garrett Turk, Chris Essery behind, David Hara down in 5th. Ethan Workman now leading the way out here tonight. Six of Ethan Workman with 64 laps to go. Jacqueline Hill to death. Saying go Chris Hill. Chris Hill down in 8th at the moment. In the number 23. 24, Kyler McCarthy behind. 21, or 27, excuse me, of Philip Chavez ahead. Still plenty of action left to happen out here tonight. Slowly continuing on. .23 Chris Hill falling down to 10th at the moment, continuing back on around. Ethan Workman still leading the way. Michael Kirchlak looking to get him back, but he's over 2 seconds behind at the moment. Jordan Wagner down pit road. Jump on down a little bit more. Let's go on down to Slade Wagner again. Hang on here. Who haven't I been on board with? I've been on board with Jason Olsen in a little while. Let's go on board to him. Taylor Campbell showing up for, I'm assuming that's her, that's his girlfriend. 728 Ace Campbell, currently down in 24th, not having the best night so far out here tonight, but still in the race. Nothing wrong with that, down 7 laps. So, yeah, well, sucks that he's in that position, but still, this is how you learn. I hate the people that say the only way you learn is if you're good at doing something. No. You need to suck at everything. Trust me, it helps. Oh, your brother is 728. My apologies. Taylor Campbell, the brother. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry. Jacqueline Hill to death saying period 23. Chris Hill, the 23, of course, in the hidden Tier 1 setup shop, number 23 Toyota Camry, running the hell out of that car, doing his best to keep the momentum going. Sorry about that, Taylor Campbell, 1222. I got so much crap to remember these days, you know? Jordan Wagner down 4 out here tonight. Must have had a good bit of damage that he wanted to get repaired to continue on racing. Jump on down to Jacob Williams. Haven't been on board with him in a little while. Trying to run down the 9 of Reese Cloudis. Dominic Billings behind. Wesley Tribble somewhere a little bit further back at the moment. Just at the edge of your screen there. 48 Hunter Johnson. Austin Alexa in the 13. And Toll Owen down in the 5. Down in 22nd at the moment. 55 laps to go. This time by at the line. Whoa! 77 hooks it up against the wall. Lost it off of turn 2. Huge right front damage on that race car now. Not what he needed out here tonight. 0-2 of Wesley Dribble. Still nursing that car with a significant nose damage. 48 Dude Wipes machine right behind him. Jump on over to David Hara in the 29 RSR Chevrolet. 24 McCarthy, 3 of Wagner, and the 54 for Chet just ahead. 3 in the 54 side by side back through turns 1 and 2. Continuing on out here tonight. Wagner back down pit road again. exiting pits. I'm not sure what happened there. He might have overshot his stall and tried backing up into it as he's still down pit road. Ethan Workman still leading the way with 52 to go at the line. This broadcast brought to you in part by Hidden, built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water-resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We partner with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all once again for joining us out here tonight for the past hour and a half of green flag action here at Tier 1 Studios. We thank you all for joining us on a beautiful Friday night here in New England as you join us with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen here at Iowa Speedway, the Infield of Dreams. Six of Ethan Workman running away with this race at the moment. 3.1 seconds ahead at the moment as we come down to the final 50 laps of this race here at Iowa Speedway. Chris Hill still getting some good cheering support from Jacqueline Hill to death. Again, that is quite the username. I would recommend changing that to, something a little bit more less than that. Like my username. My username is Octopat for a reason. Because I was 13 at the time, me and my buddy. My buddy at the time was Squid Brian. Because this was middle school, Minecraft was king, and we had nothing better to do than dream about we were going to be pro gamers back in middle school at lunch. Because, we didn't actually have any career paths ahead of us. A pair of simple-minded autistics like us at the time. Back when, all the YouTubers weren't. Wow, we're not going to go down that road. Jacqueline Hill to death saying never, and also saying, look at me now. Yes, look at me now. I am 24 with no career. And I broadcast iRacing on weekday nights. Hooray! I'm joking, of course. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy it. It's all good. Reese Cloudis down pit road. We're starting to see green flag stops out here tonight. Let's see how this plays out as we come down to the final 45 laps in this race. Question is, how is this going to work for everybody? We continue on around. Ethan Workman still leading the way, destroying these tires. It's probably not a bad idea to take a look at when he last pit. Last lap he pit was at lap 94, so he is still relatively good on tire, which was about 40 laps ago. He is going to need to conserve what he can, though, fuel and tire-wise, as he goes on past the 728 once again. Ace Campbell just not having the best night out here tonight. Nothing wrong with that, though. The words of Niki Lauda, you don't learn from winning. You learn from losing a lot. That's always the one that sticks with me the most, because it is always the most true. You can have a particularly shit race, but you're going to learn a hell of a lot more from it than you would ever have learned if you had won, started on the pole and just led the entire race. Lewis Hamilton. Shane Morris with a crash off of pit road. Let's take a look. 69 into turn 3. Going very slowly around. He pulls it down to pit road and spins onto pit road and doors it into the sand barrels on the inside. Just kind of leaving it parked there as he tries backing up and getting down to pit road. Huge damage for the 69 of Shane Morris. Jump on over to Zach Alexa in the number 40. Haven't been on board with him much. 40 Travelers Whiskey Chevrolet, running the hell out of it at the moment, trying to run down the 23 of Chris Hill. Currently up 14, one of the big movers out here tonight. Slade Wigner in the number 3, the big mover so far, up 17 from where he started. Kyler McCarthy up 11, Dominic Billings up 10 at the moment. 40 up the inside of the 23 of Chris Hill. This is the battle for 10th at the moment. 40 up the inside with a beautiful move off of turn 2. Up into 10th place, trying to hold it now about a car length ahead of the 23 as we continue on racing. 39 laps to go at the Infield of Dreams Iowa Speedway. Again, green flag stops starting to happen. Wesley Tribble and Jordan Wagner both going down behind Ace Campbell. Campbell up to 22nd out here tonight. Doing the best he can. Again, nothing wrong with that by any stretch. Seeing some more hearts in chat. Always appreciate that. 38 to go. 138 of 75. I believe we have only had 5 cautions in this race so far. Take a bit of a look at the head-to-head. For Ethan Workman, leading the way, 3.4 ahead of Chris Essery. Essery up about 2 3/4 up on Garrett Turk. That's a better one. I knew there was a good one here somewhere. Garrett Turk down in 3rd. About a 2 1/4 up on Michael Kurtulak. I keep forgetting I have all of these fun little plugins, and I keep forgetting, oh yeah, I gotta add that. I have to use these more often. That might be helpful. I need to adjust these though. It's fine. Garrett Turk running down in 3rd. Still right about 2 seconds ahead of Michael Kurtulak, currently in 4th. Oh yeah, I also can do that too. Oh well, that's fine. 35 laps to go here at Iowa Speedway. 141 of 75. Again, green flag stops are definitely coming into effect here. Ethan Workman really running the hell out of these race car. Let's also take a look at Chris Essery's last stop. Last stop was lap 77. 77 to 142. He's done 70 laps on these tires. Good God, man. How are you still in 2nd place? With a 10-second stop, he must have only taken one side's worth of tires. Oh my God. Ow. Sorry. Ace Campbell off of pit road down in 22nd. Still down a good bit. Whole field starting to go down pit road for green flag stops. Again, question is now, how long will it be until the 6 or anybody else around the 6 has to go on down pit road? 77 of Jacob Williams, one of the last cars on the lead lap, about to go to lap down to the number 6. 5 cars left on the lead lap. Dominic Billings in the 89, last car on, 21.7 behind the leader. Zach Alexa, Philip Chavez, and Chris Essery, the cars behind him. Alexa down 17, Chavez down 15, Essery down 3 3/4 out here tonight. $23 what? What happened to the 23? I'm confused. You typed 23 in the chat, and now I'm all of a sudden very much confused. What is going on? Caution in the air, Ace Campbell around again. 6th caution of the night as everybody already went down pit road. Ace Campbell off of turn 4, losing it through the restart zone and hooks hard right. Big hit against the wall, damaging that 728 car, bringing it to a stop on the high side of the racetrack and getting towed down to pit road, knowing he wasn't going to be able to get that thing spun back around safely with everyone coming back around. 6th caution of the night. This could blow the whole race wide open as there are only 5 cars still on the lead lap and nobody needing to get a wave around at this point. Philip Chavez, no, that wasn't Philip Chavez. That was the 23 of Chris Hill. Here we go. A lot of cars might be getting the wave around. My apologies. 77 of Jacob Williams. First car going back onto the lead lap. David Hara, the next car, a lap down. Not sure what the lineup actually is. Brian Burchett in the 54. A couple cars here are on the lead lap. I'm trying to figure this out. Ace Campbell going, welp. Yeah, not the night I imagine you wanted there, Ace, but definitely the way it went. I mean, hey, you ran out here. You did most of the race. This is a great result for you overall. And that's not a joke. That's not to make you feel bad. I mean, hey, you've run more races. You've run a great race out here tonight. I don't want to hear anybody telling you otherwise, because that was an amazing effort. Despite being as far down as you were, that was an incredible result, winding up in 22nd after better part of 100 laps, 140 laps here. That is an incredible achievement out here tonight. These guys run full-scale NIS style races here on iRacing. These guys know how to race. This is not an easy crowd to be racing with, and the fact that you got as far as you did and finished where you did is nothing short of an achievement. That is one hell of an effort, my friend. Give yourself a round of applause for that. Finishing in 22nd, out of the race most likely, unfortunately, but that's just the way it goes. It's Iowa, man. This is also not an easy track. This is a very strange, just shy of a mile oval, which is very bumpy and very rough, and you really need to know how to drive the hell out of these cars in order to make that happen. This is not baby's first racetrack. This is a hard place to race. Pace car's lights are off, starting to see some wave around action. Let's see who actually lines up in first. Saying Ethan Workman is the leader. Whole bunch of cars getting the wave around. 3 of Slade Wigner, the last car to get the wave around. Ethan Workman, Chris Essery, Zach Alexa, Dominic Billings, Philip Chavez, Jacob Williams, Brian Burchett, David Hara, Garrett Turk, Michael Kurjulek, Kyler McCarthy, and Slade Wigner. 12 cars still on the lead lap out here tonight. I'm going to be going around one more time, make sure the field is properly stacked up and ready to race once again. Pace car's lights are off this time by. We are ready to go racing once again. 6th caution of the night coming to a close. Six of Ethan Workman. 21 of Chris Essery side by side, ready to take the green flag once again out here tonight here at the Infield of Dreams Iowa Speedway. Let's see how we can finish out this race. Pace car down pit road, up into the restart zone we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. Everybody's single file behind the top 4. 6 of Ethan Workman roaring off with just 24 laps to go out here tonight. Let's see if we can keep it green for the remainder of the race. Everybody around him probably on fresh tire. 21 of Chris Essery up the inside, trying to hold that line. Sneaking on by, sliding up into the 6, dooring the hell out of him. Up past the restart zone and across the start-finish line. Giving the 6 a bit of a punt out of the way. Nothing wrong with that. This is definitely a contact sport. The big thing is deliberately wrecking people is the big no-no. A little bit of shoving and punting is definitely allowed. Not recommended, but definitely allowed. What? Six of Ethan Workman managed to save it. What a save from Ethan Workman as he falls down the order. Chris Essery up to the lead at the moment off of turn 2. What a move. Getting around him. Ethan Workman with a monumental blunder right towards the end of this race, falling down to 5th at the moment. Not the way he wanted that to go, but still going out here tonight. Tires are probably really falling off at the moment. I do not believe he has pitted once again. He did pit. Okay, that was probably cold tires then. And on top with a heavy fuel load once again, getting that car topped off as we continue on racing. Huge field of cars still in the game out here tonight. Ace Campbell back off of pit road. Oh, nope, he is out. Excuse me, my apologies. Ethan Workman fighting down in 5th, trying to get back up into it. Dominic Billings up to 2nd at the moment. Zach Alexa, Ace Campbell jumping back to pit road. He is out of the race out here tonight. One hell of an effort for our friend Ace Campbell. Just could not get it to work at the end of the day. Very unfortunate, my friend, but one heck of a result regardless. What a fantastic job, my friend. Chris Essery, Dominic Billings, Zach Alexa, both the 89 and the 40 up 22 places each from where they were. Ace Campbell back off of pit road, down 20 laps out here tonight. 18 laps to go. $17 to go. Dominic Billings just about a second behind the 21 of Chris Essery. 40 of Zach Alexa, about half a second behind. This is a white-hot battle for the end out here tonight. Let's see what's going to happen here at Iowa Speedway. Jumping on down into the field once again, Ethan Workman starting to work his way back up into it, passing Philip Chavez in the 27 off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go, trying to reel in the 40 of Zach Alexa once again, trying to get back up into the battle for the lead as we continue back on around through turns 3 and 4. This is a great effort from Ethan Workman as we continue on racing down into turn 1. 40 of Zach Alexa just ahead of him. Rolling off of turn 2 down the backstretch, about a car length between them. 6 of Workman diving down to the bottom of the racetrack. This is the battle for third at the moment with just 14 laps to go. 40 hooked right there of Zach Alexa for just a second, trying to block him off, or he got tight or something. That car hooked hard left, managed to get back around. Keep that thing straight. 6 of Workman still trying to reel him in, though. A couple cars getting a good view down the backstretch as we continue on with this battle. Dominic Billings starting to fall back, trying to defend from the 40 behind. The 6 of Workman putting on quite the challenge out here tonight. 40 falling back behind him. Dominic Billings now in the sights for the number 6. 40 kind of got moved out of the way there as the 6 runs right on by and takes the position from Dominic Billings back up into second place. Our pole sitter and our second place qualifier running 1-2 once again. Chris Essery and Ethan Workman right back where they started with, coming down to 10 laps to go. Essery in clean air, 2.5 seconds up off of Workman. Question is, will Workman have enough to get there and fight him for the lead out here tonight? 21 with some serious clean air as we come down to 10 laps to go. 21 RSR Ford Mustang running the hell out of that car, trying to end this race while he is still in control of it. 2.5 seconds up on Workman now, down into turn 3. Back around into turn 4 we go, and past the restart zone through the tri-oval. 9 laps to go. This is quite the race we've had out here tonight here at Iowa Speedway with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen, brought to you in part by Hidden. Built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We partnered with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com. Caution is out. Caution is out with just a handful of laps left to go. It's not saying what brought it out. Everybody slow off of turn 4 here. Puff of smoke towards the tail end of the field. Oh, 15 got hooked. Jason Olsen with a big problem. Ooh, okay. So, this is just going through turns 1 and 2. This is the entry of turn 2 here. 15 got a bit of a fender shot from the 13. Just kept getting assisted around, got straightened out. Car just hooked hard right on him. Just couldn't get it back around. Almost taking out the 40 there as he spins it out on the backstretch. And the 9 of Reese Cloudis tagging the back bumper of him. Not the night any of those guys wanted, but hey, again, there's nothing to shake a stick at with these results out here tonight for a lot of these guys. Not ideal by any means, but hey, it is the way it's gone. Nothing you can do about it at this point. 7th caution of the night, Ethan Workman, Garrett Turk, Slade Wegner, and Jacob Williams. Top 4 will be taking the restart. Philip Chavez in the 27, Zach Alexa, Chris Essery, Michael Kurchulak, Brian Burchett, Kyler McCarthy, Dominic Billings, and David Hara. Rounding out your top 12, Chris Hill, I'm not certain is on the lead lap. No, he will not be, as he is just entering the pits now. He's going to need the Lightning McQueen pit stop of a lifetime to get back off of pit road ahead of the leaders here. He might have a snowball's chance at it. It looks like he will get off ahead of the leaders and on the lead lap, excuse me. That's all, folks. Ethan Workman, Garrett Turk, side by side for the restart. Slade Wegner, excuse me. Jacob Williams, Philip Chavez in the 27, Zach Alexa in the 40. Slade Wegner, the big mover at the moment, up 20 from where he started. Currently in 3rd in the Peterbilt Premier number 3. Running a great race out here tonight. Had his moments, but is back up right in the front and trying to prove something out here tonight. What an incredible effort from this number 3 as we continue on around. Pace cars, lights are off. Let's see what we have left to race out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. Almost 2 hours into this broadcast. Let's see if we can get her done. Back down through turns 1 and 2. J.L.O. McLovin, 94, saying, "Let's go, Williams." Cheering on the number 77, excuse me, of Jacob Williams, I presume, in the retro Taco Bell machine. Pace car down pit road this time. 7th caution of the night coming to a close. Green flag back in the air. We are racing with 4 laps to go. Let's see if we can get it done without overtime. everybody away clean as we continue on racing. 07 of Garrett Turk with a launch of a lifetime. Whoa, we got trouble. 27 around. Keeping it straight. Nope, he's backwards on the apron. No caution. Still green out here tonight. Garrett Turk leading away. Back off of turns 3 and 4. Past the restart zone, right up against the wall, trying to keep everything clean. 6 of Ethan Workman, hot on his heels, though, less than half a car. Almost coming down to give him a shot. Caution is out. We are going to overtime. Jason Olson and Toll Owen with an issue. Let's jump back and take a look. Whoa, 60 gets hooked. 5 gets destroyed. 15 gets wrecked. That's the 9 as well. Yep, that's the 9 of Reese Cloudis with a big problem as well. See, why doesn't it tell me that everyone got involved with that? Darn time sheet. Does not want to play nice these days. It doesn't always work. It's fine. All right, so let's take another look at this. Let's go on over to the 60 of Jordan Wagner. Wagner, last place car on the track, unfortunately. So this is off of turn 4 here. Aiming to go 4 wide. 48 loses it beneath him, overdrives it in on the bottom of the racetrack, tags the 60, 60 gets sent around, 5 with nowhere to go, moves up to the high side and gets clobbered by the 60. 5 then slides down and demolishes the 15, almost torpedoes the 23. 9 gets hooked by the 48 as well. Where is Reese here? Am I an idiot? I can't find him on my timesheet. Where is Reese Cloudis? There he is. Directly above him. That's where he is. Pretty square hit for Reese Cloudis as well, so hopefully he didn't get too badly damaged there. Nobody else hit him or anything bad. We are going to green-white checkered finish out here tonight at Iowa Speedway. 07 of Garrett Turk leading the way now. 6 of Ethan Workman up to second. Or down to second, excuse me. Gotta see how this goes for everybody out here tonight at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway. Gonna be going at least one more lap around this time by. Pace car's lights are off. Ready to go racing out here tonight. Pace car down pit road. Let's see if we can get it done this time out here tonight. 07. Whoa, contact with a 6. That's a bad start as Zach Alexa, somebody completely spun it up off the restart. That might be Zach Alexa. Yes, Zach Alexa in the 40 with a great race. Pretty much over now. Whoa, we got more trouble. What is going on? David Hara clobbering the 21 and taking out the 69. 54 doing the Hail Melon and clobbering the 9. What is going on? White flag is out. We took the white flag. It's a demolition derby from here. Garrett Turk leading the way. 24 McCarthy, 91 of Michael Kerjelak. What happened to Workman? Whoa, this 07 gets dumped. McCarthy up to the lead now. Coming back around through turns 3 and 4. What in the hell just happened? 24 will come back around and win as the rest of the field falls apart behind him. Out here tonight at Iowa, Kyler McCarthy wins here at Iowa Speedway. Michael Kerjelak and Dominic Billings in second and third. What in the fresh hell was that? Okay, so we definitely need to go back and watch this again. What in the hell was that? So we're going back all the way to the green. I don't care. I want to see this. So the 6 gets hooked by the 07 here. 40 gets dumped along the way. 89 we're on board with. 6 and the 91. 54 trying to do his best Ross Chastain impression. 21 dumps the hell, or 29 slides across the 21 and dumps the hell out of him. 54 still trying to do his Ross Chastain act over here. Destroys the 9, and I believe, I can't quite make out who that is. Who that is with him. That might be the 80, yeah, that's the 69, excuse me. Kyler McCarthy, 07 off of turn 2. Not sure if he got hooked or what, but he definitely got sent around there. 24 McCarthy, yeah, he did get punted and then doored by Kyler McCarthy off of turn 2, excuse me. Back around into turns 3 and 4, and then we got to go down to the 77 here. As the whole field dumps out behind him. Philip Chavez, 77, a whole good amount of cars. Absolutely wiped out right at the finish line here. We're going to have to see what the beef is going to be later tonight. Thankfully, we're not going to be able to really watch that, because that might lead to some language we're not cleared for here on Tier 1 Studios. We're PG-13-ish. So let's see who we can get in here. Let's see if we can get Kyler McCarthy, your race winner, out here tonight. Let's get him in here. Kyler McCarthy, congratulations on a fantastic win out here tonight at Iowa Speedway, the Infield of Dreams.
Thank you, man. It's been a long time coming. I'm so glad the streak is busted, man.
Well, that's not the only thing you busted out here tonight. I think you took out 2 or 3 cars there towards the end.
Yeah, I really didn't mean to. I saw Turk drift up off the bottom, and I just tried rolling it there. I got to go back and look at it, but from what my point of view, he drifted up off the bottom just a little bit. I rolled it, and then there was contact. So I apologize to Turk. I really hate to get one like that. I had fresher tires, so I know one way or the other it was going to be a battle. So hats off to everyone at Eagle Motorsports, Nathan for putting me on this team. Wes did a damn good job. It's Iowa, man. Short track racing.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Congratulations on the win, albeit a little bit controversial. Again, we'll have to see what the penalties say for next week. Best of luck to you for that next week as well, as I'm not, unfortunately, going to be here. But hey, one heck of a race to round out this series for me at Tier 1 Studios here on Friday nights. One heck of a run for you out there, my friend.
Thank you, man, and we appreciate you all you've done this season for us here at Dutchess 30 Dozen for your broadcast, man. So we'll see you next season.
Hopefully, if it gets moved to Saturdays, I'll definitely be back. But we're gonna have to see what the world's like at that point. Congratulations once again, my friend, and we'll let you burn it down. 24, Kyler McCarthy there. Let's see if we can get Michael Kerjelak in here. If I can find him. Here he is. Michael Kerjelak, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Michael, one heck of a race for you out here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Congratulations on the P2. Want to talk us through some of that?
Yeah, it was a good race. I love Iowa. It's my favorite track. I was very impressed with tonight. It was good racing. Long green flags. I was very impressed with everybody. Other than that, man, it's a good win by McCarthy.
There are already people saying that there is very much not a good win there, just from the stream's point of view. We're gonna have
yeah,
to.
well,
There's
yeah,
gonna
from
be
my
some
point of view,
serious
there was
looking into that post race, I imagine. But for right now, we're gonna congratulate him anyway, and we're gonna
You got
congratulate you as well with a fantastic
Thanks, sir.
P2.
I appreciate that. It was very hard, and I'm very thankful for it. And yeah, I'm just proud of everybody.
Well, hey, one great race for you out here tonight. 13 laps led, up 5 from where you started. Really good race out here for you tonight. Congratulations. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to give a shout out to my team RSR and to everybody with their solid race, man. It was good. It was fun tonight.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining us up in the booth, and congratulations once again.
Thanks, sir.
Let's see if we can get Dominic Billings in here. There he is. We'll call it a night. Dominic Billings, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Do you got me?
Yep.
Oh boy, I have a feeling you have feelings about this race now. Congratulations on the P3 out here tonight. Up 21 from where you started. The big mover out here tonight. Congratulations.
Yeah, the start of the race, I had a penalty, so I had to start at the back. And I was just really riding around for the first part of it. And then after a stage finish, I pit on one of the following cautions and could make it to the end. And then the caution came out because I was stayed out for as long as possible, and everybody was trapped a lap down, and was able to keep my position. And then when everyone went in to take tires, I guess I was like one of the only people who took 4. And then on that final restart, I really just held it as high as I could to pass as many cars, and ended up staying out of everything.
Well, hey, it worked out pretty well for you in the end, finishing in 3rd, the most improved car on track as the Hard Charger, up 21 from where you started. Congratulations, my friend. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Just that tomorrow or next week is going to be just as fun as this week as the finale of the season.
Let's hope so. Again, I won't be here for it, but I imagine it's going to be one hell of a race for you all out there at Homestead Miami Speedway. Best of luck to you and everyone else for next week. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Nope.
All right. Well, congratulations once again. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and hope to see you all next time.
You too.
Well, folks, you have yet again spent another perfectly good 2 hours and 10 minutes with all of us here at Tier 1 Studios. We thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more racing action. We will be back on Sunday night, and hopefully Monday and Tuesday as well, for more racing action here at Tier 1 with the Wild West Racing League all 3 nights. This broadcast was brought to you in part by Hidden, built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water-resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We partnered with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camo pattern was built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. For more information, this broadcast was also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. Let's take a look at the race results out here tonight. Kyler McCarthy having led the final lap, the only one that mattered out here tonight. Michael Kurgelak in 2nd, Dominic Billings in 3rd, less than just about 2/3 of a second between leaders. Dominic Billings, the Hard Charger, up 21 from where he started. Chris Essery with the most laps led at 72 out of the RSR Ford Mustang. Zach Alexa with the fastest lap, 23.039 in the race, and pole position to Chris Essery as well. My name's Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. This has been the Dutch's Dirty Dozen here at Iowa Speedway, the Infield of Dreams. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built one. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading tier one. Set up shop tier one. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you want to win races, tier one, set up shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading tier one. Set up shop tier one. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, tier one, set up shop. See you in Victory Lane. Tier one, set up shop. Tier one. Tier one.